So we will go next day, I guess. Still got tons of stuff to be healing, I guess, too. Probably could have gotten on at some point last night and started more, but I didn't really feel like it. I'm gonna make some widgets and keep making tank killers. I could make a portable wall. I got plenty of those though. Need another tank? 10 of them seems like it'd be a pretty good number. So I'm actually gonna do that. Click on all the money. I'm clicking on the wrong building, of course. That does tend to happen. What's the upgrade of this cost? Just lumber? I don't really need to do that. What about the upgrade on this? Steel and concrete? Yeah, I don't really need to do that either. See, I got plenty of steel. I should be able to just barely what I can do here is I can go and grab a lightning dragoon, and I can just barely afford to not cap out my steel. Okay. Grab the soldiers while I'm at it. Not Demo Man. Alright, and then we can head over to the last iron mine, get that upgrading. And now we'll never run out of iron until I do. I think, yeah. Grab the MG turrets. Oh, okay. All the shops are asleep, so I gotta wake them up with the upgraded jobs. We don't really have an ETA on the next max level yet, as I'm recording this, so I don't believe there will be any need to see, is this? That is nowhere near ranking up. But I can work on it, I guess. Start with a quick little freeze, them to 2 damage and stun. Use the veteran on this guy and hopefully actually do some damage. Now that is the issue here. The this thing dying, I think. I mean, it won't really die, but it's still likely to die. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit him with the double freeze and hit him with the triple shot. Quick and easy. So I'm sure there's a lot more other stuff I could do, like, oh, like this. I don't do too much in the way of naval warfare sometimes, I guess. Well, should be fine. Well, actually, no, maybe not. I think I do quite a bit. Well, I don't know what quite a bit, actually. I mean, the SP does go up, I guess, but not by a ton. Let's see, naturally, I'm gonna go and fight the silver wolves, because these guys are some of my favorite guys. Yeah, I'll include the other. I won't include the other tank because it is not slaughterable in whatever I'm saying. There's no capacity to place it. And the silver wolves tend to do quite a bit of damage anyways. So it may or may not want to prevent a unit from dying, rather than bringing it to the battle and maybe losing it. Because unlike the super tanks, I believe the heavier tanks cost extra materials to actually heal. At least I think that's what it. Like the super tank doesn't cost any gears to heal, and then the heavier does cost gears to heal. At least that's what I think the situation there is. So of course I'm gonna be, you know, fighting the guys who give gears. I'll put one of these guys in here. Why not? Probably won't do super great, but he'll do fine. He'll do fine, actually. Now that I don't like. But that's taken care of. Okay, get rid of these two. No, not quite, but try to get rid of these two. That's a bit painful. See about doing a little bit of damage there and finishing him off. Okay, bazooka guy is a bit annoying. Bazooka guy is not gonna survive though. Yep. I mean, I could bring the chuckers this time instead. It's been a while since I've directly involved the chuckers. Although, usually, the veterans are just better. Although I guess the veterans don't hit over stuff, so maybe not. It's about the same RNG though. So the truckers can just about one-shot most things that the veterans can one-shot. They just don't have quite the durability. I mean, after all, the veterans have like twice the HP already, and they're not even the same rank. I'm still gonna go for the chucker play, because I feel like I haven't used chuckers in a while, and I want to. Super tanks will be slowly eating up the SP while they're here, of course, but you know, they're not the main focus, I guess. Except that I guess they kind of are. Considering I do want them to be R6 at some point. And that should happen, so long as I steadily use them. Although when compared to something like the Wimp, Super Tank needs a ton of SP. Like, I think it needs twice as much, if not more, total SP. So they level up way slower. Yeah. I could, like, have them solo farm Bigfoot land or something, but have you seen how bad super tanks are at shooting stuff? Even at rank 5 here. Takes like, what, 5 times as many turns with just straight super tank as with super tank and unit to actually kill stuff. And I just don't enjoy spending 5 turns. You know, it takes like, what, 3 turns to kill stuff with the MG turrets. And so, going from roughly 3 or 4 turns up to roughly 15 turns, I think. Because the spider wasps are good at dodging. I mean, at least they're not like the garbage truck, which is kind of garbage as far as I recall. I mean, it's basically a super tank, right? With worse accuracy. So it'll miss way more often. And missing way more often is just not fun. Or it's got like the lowest accuracy of any attack that only hits 1 square. Or that type of thing. Take that tree stump. Finish off these two with a quick little, well, maybe not so quick, but whatever. I mean, the super tanks do hit pretty reliably nowadays, but I still don't feel like they would actually, I still don't feel like they actually measure up. Like, let's go, actually, I'll do a demonstration. Demonstration is in order. Alright, super tanks, let's go. So we start off by shooting this guy. And right there, this would be the point in time where all of these guys that are alive would be dead from the MG turrets. So here we go. We've already 2 turns or so past the expiration date. Get some actually decent luck on not getting gray damage. But yeah. Overall, that was like, what, 3 times as many attacks as it could have been? And so, you know, with the turrets, you know, you like spawn a couple super tanks, spawn the turrets. You know, we fire the turret, and fire the other turret, and then we finish it off with a single super tank. So even though half the total XP is going to the void from the turrets, it's actually like about 3 times as fast as doing just super tanks. Which, I mean, I don't really know. I feel like it'd be better to use the turrets than to not use the turrets. But that's just me. Alright, let's see if I can't manage to lose some units here. See these guys? No, I don't want to use those guys here. I wanna just use the veterans. And the veterans are way better than chuckers for this specifically. Since, as it turns out, having 450 HP as opposed to 250, and a good amount of dodge, and all that, is actually way better against stuff that can do, like, you know, 200 damage if it hits. Especially with the, or specifically with the acid, is what I should say. Because the acid does a lot of extra damage over time, which isn't very nice to be up against on a unit that doesn't have much HP. $50 and $50. Fortunately, we got this attack. Yeah. Bit of SP. Oh, look, the Wild Bunch is back again. Now this will be a lot of SP. I use the super tanks, of course. I'm going to use the cryo troopers because I like having them. And I mean, I don't know if they can actually hit the full second row with this guy here, but there's a way to be safer, and that's just to use the wall. Okay, go to eliminate the sandworms first. Oh yeah, look at that. Let me just hit him with a triple. Now this guy is free to be frozen. The guy on the back row can't actually hit the second row with his acid. So this guy's the only one that's really dangerous there. take out the guy before he can actually do anything. Sandworms don't last long when they lose a lot of HP. Alright, go figure. It's almost like that hint from that one game that says, well, the best way to win is to keep your HP above 0 while you reduce your enemy's HP to 0. And it's just like, yeah, of course it is. That's how games work. Not quite. Just finish him off with this. 252 on all of those. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, did the Silver Wolves. Recoil was very much... Yeah, there's nothing here to assist right now. Sovereign Navy. That's right, Sovereign Navy. You're gonna experience the experience. Get rid of the boat, and we'll kill the airplane. The tentacle, surprisingly, both of its attacks can hit the air. Maybe not surprisingly, but you know, it's actually better anti-air than either of the groupers, or than the groupers are. Which is pretty nice for well, that was a real miss, wasn't it, there? Sometimes those things miss, I guess. Most of the time, those things don't seem to miss at all, though. They often do a quite devastating amount of damage. Hit him with the tentacle attack. Oh, someone has pinged me on Discord. Yeah, okay. Nothing important, though. Just a random message in the server. Random message. Nothing important. Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call this good. So, yeah.